Hello, hello, hello. I don't think anyone's here yet, but hi. Um, if you are coming in, if you are popping in, hello, welcome to the live. Um, Today I'm going to be talking about just some updates on school and life and everything like that, and also it's going to be a get ready with me style video because I'm going to be playing around with and testing out the Animal Crossing and Colourpop collection. I finally got mine in the mail yesterday or 2 days ago, and I'm so excited about it. Only used one product so far, and I'm already really liking it. So that is what today's video is going to be. Yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'm just gonna go ahead and start getting ready because it is now 11 o'clock and I feel like putting on makeup. So yeah, update. If you are new to my channel and don't know where this background is, this is my university apartment bedroom. This is where I film when I'm at school. And so obviously I'm at school. It is the beginning of the third week of my last semester as a college undergrad, which is absolutely crazy. I'm using the NARS eyeshadow primer, by the way. So yeah, that is where I've been the past 2 weeks. I was hoping before I came back to school to pre-film some videos in case things got a little crazy with my schedule and took me a while to adjust or anything like that. But I did not get those in, unfortunately. So I haven't had videos the past 2 weeks, which is a bit of a bummer, but that's okay. It happens, it's last semester of undergrad. I'm trying not to let myself feel too guilty about it because there are just other things in my life right now that we're taking priority for a little bit. But we are here and we are going live, and I'm hoping to film some stuff later this week and actually like get videos up because I've gotten some products in that I really wanted to share with you guys and just haven't gotten around to yet. So hoping to do that this week if I can get my homework schedule going regularly. So that is the plan. All right, I'm going to pull out, this is the True Friends collection of palettes from the Animal Crossing collection. So we have 5-Star Island, which has Isabelle on it. We have What a Hoot, which has Blathers and Clarice. Is that her name? Blathers' sister, girlfriend? One of those, I don't remember. We have Nook Incorporated, which is, of course, Tom Nook. And then we have La Belle of the Ball, which is Mabel and Sable, right? Yeah, I think that's her name. So I'm thinking what I want to do today is do pink and purple. So go with 5-Star Island and La Belle of the Ball. These are little quad palettes. So this is 5-Star Island. And then we have La Belle of the Ball. So I'm really feeling like this pink purple vibe today. So I'm going to take all of my brushes from right behind me. I have to clean my brushes soon. Oh my goodness. So these four palettes, they each have a matte, one of the like speckled mattes that has the like glitter overspray or like the little bits of glitter in it, not enough to make it a glitter shadow or anything like that. I call them the speckled shades. A satin metallic, and then they do have a pressed glitter. So I know not everybody likes pressed glitter. I personally don't mind pressed glitter, but that's just me. Everyone has a preference. So I think I'm going to start out by taking this very dirty Luxie 231 brush. This is a small tapered blending brush. And I'm going to go in with Island Tune, which is the matte pink from 5-Star Island. And I'm going to put that on like the inner portion of my crease. So I don't know how pigmented these are, but we're just gonna go right in. So yeah, like I mentioned, I am in my last semester of my undergrad college career, which is a little crazy. So like I said, that is where I've been. That's why I haven't been filming videos and on my social medias as much. I'm just kind of trying to get back into the school routine after being off for winter break. And I'm just adjusting and trying to figure out a normal schedule for myself and just taking some time to really focus on my education for this last semester and make sure that I put in everything that I can. So if my I'm still going to try to upload videos on Mondays at 11 o'clock or do lives like this on Mondays at 11 o'clock. Um, but I'm also, if it doesn't happen, I'm really going to try not to feel guilty about it because it's really important to me to focus on myself and my education and graduating on this last semester. So if my videos are more sporadic and few and far and in between, I'm really sorry. But once I graduate and I'm going to be home, I do plan on really like revamping my content and taking time to focus on my content and my makeup skills and everything like that. So I'm excited for that once that happens. But that is a few months down the road. So this pink is really, really pretty and it's blending out really nicely. I'm kind of taking it like above my crease just because I do have a little bit of hooded eyes. Um, Nothing too quote unquote severe, but just enough that like it's important to me to take the color over my crease a little bit. And now I'm going to go in with this big fluffy brush here from, I think it's from Farrah. And I'm just going to blend that out a little bit more. So I have been meal prepping with my friend Gwen for the past few weeks, and let me tell you, I'm still going through my meal prep from like week 1. So like I made all these meals week 1, and then I thought I was gonna go through them, and then it ended up being like a lot more food than I was planning on. So it's taking me forever to eat it up. Now I'm going to take my blinged brushes and Page Corn collection brush here. This is the E21. And I'm going to take the shade here called Taylor's Ticket, which is the speckled shade from the La Belle of the Ball palette. And I'm going to blend that into the outer half of my crease. But yeah, so I'm trying so hard to go through the meals that I've been making. So this week I only meal prepped one meal and I was like, I'm gonna do that one and then I'm going to just work on eating the meals that I still have left over because I still have like potato soup and chili and what else do I have? I meal prepped some pasta for this week, which definitely compared to my other meals was very unhealthy, but delicious. So it's a really pretty color, and there's a little bit of glitter, like, sticking to my eye from it, like, the part of the glitter overspray, but not a whole lot, although I will say it is putting a lot of kickback in the pan. Island Tune had some kickback, but not a whole lot, so that's just something to keep in mind. Um, but it is going on very smoothly, and it's very buildable pigment. It's blending into the pink really, really nicely. Trying to angle this so you guys can see it. I know my lighting is a little funky right now, so if you guys can't see it, I do truly apologize. I'm obviously filming with my computer today because I'm live on YouTube. Normally I've been filming with my camera, but yeah, I really like the way that this is looking. I'm kind of like stamping it on the outer corner here and like blending it upwards to kind of form the shape that I want, which isn't quite a wing, but like a slightly rounded wing. And bring it to about the end of my eyebrow line here. And then I'm just using circular motions to vibe to it, which I think is really, really pretty. Oh, sorry, my connection got a little funky. I think I'm going to take this brush here, and this is the Lavish Tapered Blending Brush, and I'm going to go in with a little bit of the shade Serene Sable here down at the corner, and I'm going to put that specifically on like the outer corner. So I'm going to stamp that on. Oh, that's pretty. And then just blend that into the lighter purple. And there's a lot of kickback with this shade, at least with this brush. That's just something to note. I'm not seeing a lot of patchiness. I know that purples can be a little patchy sometimes because the formula is really hard to get right. I'm not seeing a whole lot. There's a little tiny bit of patchiness right here. I'm trying to work with it a little bit. It's not so bad that I feel like it's ruining the look, which is definitely good. And I know that with purples, patchiness is common, so I don't judge it too harshly as long as I can work with it, you know. Okay, all right. There you go. I kind of like that. Kind of vibing with it. All right, so I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye now. Let's see, what other updates can I give you? So for this last semester, I am taking 2 psych classes. I'm taking cognitive psychology, and I'm taking psych and the law, which is really fun. Um, it's a lot of work though, because those are both 300, 400 level psych classes, and that of course requires a lot more work and a lot more focus. So that's kind of where I'm getting the time management, because they both have things due on the same day. So I'm like just trying to constantly manage my schedule to get that stuff done on time. And then I'm also taking an info class, which is basically all about like Excel and computer and financial management and stuff like that for businesses. And that goes along with my business minor, because if you didn't know, I have a business minor and I'm a psych major. So I have that. And then I'm also taking a scuba diving class this semester, which is really cool. That's just something totally different. I really wanted to take just like a lot of fun. Okay, so now I'm going to take that big fluffy brush again, and I'm just going to buff out the entire edge here with that brush. I'm trying not to block myself like I know that I do. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out what shade I want to put on my lid. And part of me is actually kind of thinking about maybe a shade from one of the other 2 palettes. Ooh, or I could use, you know what, I know what I'm going to do. We're going to go over the next product that came in the collection. So I'm going to put these down for now anyway. I'll come back to the lower lash line in a little bit. We're going to go in with the Colourpop Balloon Pop Super Shock Shadow. So this was the one Super Shock Shadow in the collection. I will tell you, mine actually did come broken, so I had to put it back together the other day. But it does still work, and it is a really pretty like rose gold shade. And so I think it'll look really good with these lighter tones here. So I'm just going to use my finger and apply that to my lid, and oh my goodness, is that stunning. That is so pretty. Oh, this works perfectly with the tones here. At least I think so, but that's just me. So that's what we're looking at. On computer, like on my computer screen, it looks relatively subtle, but in person, it is super glittery and it's going on really, really smoothly, which is totally normal for the Super Shock Shadows. I love the Super Shock Shadow formula, especially like when it's new like this. Obviously, I have a lot of Super Shock Shadows at home that are very not new, but I love it. I love getting these Super Shock Shadows. I just think they are so stunning. I personally really like to pat them on, and then I'll kind of use my finger to drag it and blend it out where I want it to be. That is so, 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 so pretty. I love this. I've definitely done eye looks similar to this before, and I'm really excited to play around with the green and the like orangey neutral palette. But I really just I was feeling the pink and purple vibe today. I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to my lower lash line now because I did actually kind of forget about my lower lash line. Kind of. So I'm just going to take. I'm going to take this flat shade, not flat shader, flat definer brush from Luxie here, and I'm going to use my color switch and just kind of get some of the color off. And I'm going to take Serene Sable, which was that dark purple we used on the outer corner, and I'm going to put that right on my lower lash line, on like the outer half. And I always kind of like, I always drag it like that there, and then the deeper like into my eye I go, I start to like pat it to apply the color, and then I'll blend it out. I don't know why. That's the weird way that I put on lower lash line color. I don't know. So I like drag it there. And then I guess just to be more precise as I go inward, I kind of like pat a little bit more. Okay, and then I'm going to clean that brush off again and go in with that pink that we used in the crease. So it really is just going to be a mirror image of what's on the top. So again, that's going to go in with Island Tune, and I don't know why I shut my mirror. I also have a mirror like over here, but I don't know, I prefer a close-up mirror like this. So, and this one, obviously, because it is more on the inner half, I'm definitely patting this in before I'm trying to drag it out and blend it. So, patting this right here. So overall first impression of the palettes, I think they are really, really pretty. Very pigmented, of course, which is totally normal for... Hello, Shortcake Crossing. Hi, thank you for stopping by. I love your name. I think that's so cute. So the pigmentation is totally normal for Super Shock shadows and the eyeshadow palettes. Colourpop has one of my favorite eyeshadow formulas. If you've been with me for a while, you guys know I always talk about Colourpop. I'm obsessed. So I'm really getting a good first impression so far. Like I said, the Super Shock shadow is totally... I'm patting this pink shade onto the inner half of my lower lash line. And then together, I'm just going to take this brush here. This is the SO Miss Glam Angled Eye, the E61. And I'm really just going to like take the end of this right here. Maybe so you can see it. I'm going to take this end here, and I'm just going to blend out my lower lash line. And I'm not taking it low necessarily because I don't like a super low lower lash line. That's just not something that looks good on me. I'm actually getting into that brand. It's really good so far. Yeah, Colourpop is really, really good, especially for the price. I think the price is really good. They have, I will tell you, they have raised some of their prices a little bit more. And I know especially like their collaborations like this one, or like the Raw Beauty Christie collaboration, any of the Disney collaborations, they are a little higher in price compared to some of their normal things. But I think especially just for the price overall, the brand is really, really good. Shipping is okay. They ship DHL, which if you're like me, I have pretty terrible luck with DHL. But so shipping I don't even care about the shipping because I'm so excited. So yeah, I really love Colourpop, and I would give anything for them to notice me, but it's okay. So yeah, Shortcake Crossing, I really hope that you end up liking Colourpop and get to play around with them more. I have quite a bit of Colourpop content on my channel if you want to look at that. Okay, so I think I'm done with the... Actually, is there in any of these palettes? No, there's not. Okay. I've been doing something really similar with one of the shades from the Nomad Cosmetics Fire and Ice palette, and it's been so pretty, and so I kind of think I want to do it, but I'm afraid it's gonna... No, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. See, I get impulsive. I almost never plan my eye looks ahead of time. Any tutorial that you see on my channel, literally. Okay, so I'm putting the color Yes Yes on, I'm dropping my mirror. Okay. The color Yes Yes, which is the satin here up in the Tom Nook palette. It's not as I thought it was going to be. It's a little more on the neutral side, which is, I guess, in theory, a good thing for this look, but at the same time, not what I was going for. I mean, it's pretty. I was just hoping it would be a little more minty. I guess if I really wanted mint, I would have had to get their mint to be collection, though, huh? Yeah, I mean, it's pretty. It's just, and it does end up working pretty well, like blending into the pink. I think that was actually a better color combination than I thought it was going to be. So that's really good. I'm mostly excited to get the new Animal Crossing makeups. And yeah, I've been playing the game a lot. So I got it for Christmas. My father and I bought a Switch for this Christmas, and he bought Mario Kart and then bought me Animal Crossing because I've been playing Animal Crossing since I think it was New Leaf. I think New Leaf is the one that I got started on. And I had been wanting to think, so I was really happy to get that. And then I ended up getting my dad addicted to Animal Crossing, which to me is just hilarious. He actually plays it more than I do now, which is really funny to me. So really quickly, I'm going to go in with my Joa lineup eyeliner. But yeah, so he's been getting really into it, and we were trying to figure out who's going to take the Switch, because obviously, like, we bought it for the family, but also I was the one that played it most, other than when my dad played Animal Crossing. So what he ended up doing was buying me a second copy of Animal Crossing, and as kind of like a going to college, like last semester of college gift, he bought me a Nintendo Switch Lite. So I have Animal Crossing here, and he has Animal Crossing back home. So he and I will like FaceTime for several hours and like visit each other's islands and like share materials and flowers and everything like that. It's been really funny. He'll text me. He's like, Kelsey, look what I did. And he'll like send me photos of what he's doing to the island. It's a lot of fun. I've played since the start, so the game is a good place in my heart. That's awesome. How many Animal Crossing games were there? I know there was New Leaf. I think City Folk was one of them. Obviously, there's Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. There's New Horizons. There's another one that I used to play, and I don't remember what it is. What was the one that was on like the Nintendo DS? Was that New Leaf? Was that what I used to play? There's one that I'm thinking of, and I can't pull it out, but I used to play the one, that one was New Leaf. Okay. So yeah, New Leaf was what I used to play on my DS all the time. The one that I was introduced to was when I was really, really young, and I don't think it was New Leaf. But I played that one, I think, on my friend's like PlayStation or Xbox or something a very, very long time ago. Oh, Wild World, Animal Crossing Wild World, right? That was the thing. I think that's the one that I got started on, but I had New Leaf on my DS, so that was what I played all the time. So I apologize now if my talking gets very sporadic. I have a hard time applying eyeliner when I'm talking. So I'm doing my best. Yeah, I freaking loved Animal Crossing New Leaf on my DS. The town tune. What is that? Like, are you talking about like the tune of like the Animal Crossing town, or is that like, I don't know. Yeah, let's see. Okay, so those of you that are here, Isabel and Shortcake Crossing, first of all, thank you guys for being so active in my chat. I love talking to you guys. That's amazing. Thank you. Do you guys have a favorite villager? Because I feel like I am judging some of the villagers really harshly already. I personally really like Stitches and Peanut. I'm trying to get Deirdre on my island, and I know some people are like, Deirdre, but she's my birthday twin, so I kind of want to have her on my island. Is that weird? I feel like I shouldn't want my birthday twin on my island, but I kind of really do. Okay, so I don't know those villagers. What are Flurry and Audie? Like, what animals are they? No, yeah, I haven't met a villager I don't like yet. Let me preface by saying that there's not a villager that I don't like, but I definitely like some more than others. I really like. I think Stitches is just the cutest bean. I have Stitches. Stitches is on the island that my dad is playing with right now because my dad is actually he on our switch back home. He bounces back and forth between my character and his character because my character is the um, resident, the head resident. So he always is doing stuff on my account there. So I have Stitches back home on that account, and then Peanut is who's on my island here. I love Stitches, Raymond, and Whit. Oh my gosh, I love Whitney. Whitney, I think, was one of those ones that was in New Leaf, and I freaking loved her. Whitney was great. I'm selling Zucker to get more Nook Miles tickets since he's in boxes right now. Okay, can you explain the boxes concept to me? I started watching Tiger and Nintendo Talk on YouTube like this past week. That I spent 6 hours playing Animal Crossing last Saturday. So when I that time I could have spent filming, I played Animal Crossing. My bad. But I was binge watching a lot of Animal Crossing while I was playing Animal Crossing. Tom Nook is a chill boss who lets me sleep at work. I mean, Isabel, I've seen you drink several coffees while being there. So are you sleeping okay? No, I love coming into the resident services and seeing Tom Nook and Isabel. I think it's the best. I love it. Isabel, you're just so like shiny and happy, and it's fun. I love when you talk about TV. I love when you talk about the TV shows. I think it's great. But yeah, so Shortcake Crossing, can you explain the boxers concept to me? It means the villager that's moving out. Oh, okay, got it. Okay. I thought it was like the way that it came off to me was that like you could like boxes was like a term for like a almost like the one of the amiibo cards where you could like give it to someone. I don't know. Steven Universe. I've never watched that one. I've never watched Steven Universe. My favorite TV show. I watch a lot of Food Network, so I don't necessarily have a favorite TV show specifically because 95% of what I watch is on Food Network. I was gonna do a wing liner today, and I really just I don't think I'm feeling it today. Network's a great channel. I just bought 72 amiibo cards. Oh my goodness. I have seen the villager named Boomer. I've seen that one. 72 amiibo cards. That's crazy. I have not bought any amiibo cards yet, but I've also only been playing the game for less than like 2 full months. So we haven't reached that point yet. Do I think I'm gonna buy any at some point? Maybe. That might be how I have to try and get Deirdre. But I don't know. Part of me wants to like go on a villager hunt soon, but I need to actually like 6 villagers now. Right? Yeah, because there were the 2 I moved in with. And that was Antonio and Phoebe. And then when you like you have to build the 3 plots for the incoming residents, that's when I got Peanut, Deli, and Man. And then I just invited, oh my gosh, who's the villager I just invited? It was like a really grumpy looking deer, and I don't remember what his name is because I literally just invited him yesterday. He was just at my campsite, and Tom Nook was like, "Get in here," and I was like, Do I want to? I don't know. I want to hold out for Deirdre, man. But I invited him, so I don't know. Maybe he'll be the first to leave. That sounds terrible. Miss Mayor Rex Dasher has a villager named Sprinkle. Aww. I feel like I've heard of Sprinkle. I feel like what's the there's one of the squirrel. I think the squirrels, first of all, are just adorable. The squirrel villagers are great. I'm using my Colourpop mascara, by the way, and I'm going to put that on my my upper lash line, and then my lower lash line is going to be, if I can get it out of my bag, CoverGirl Clump Crusher. So yeah, I just love all of the squirrel villagers. I just think Maple is Maple the one that everybody loves? I think Maple is so cute. Like every time I watch, because if you don't watch Nintendo, you totally should. I have Marshall, but I accidentally kicked out Poppy. No, oh Poppy.